Babies, it's me, your Flylady Kat. Yes, I am live. Yes, it's been a while. Yes, we're going to talk about Thanksgiving. I'm really excited to be here. So we're not only going to talk about Thanksgiving, but we're going to talk about the beauty within and Thanksgiving. Okay, so the beauty within you and Thanksgiving. And I know I didn't announce that I was going to go live. I have been taking care of my parents, as you know. That's a 24/7 job, and I've been doing it for half of my weeks, like 3 days on, 3 days off. I've been doing it with Marty for several months while Patty was out sick. Now Patty's back in, and now it's me with Patty because Marty has had surgery on her hand because she has severe rheumatoid arthritis, and her hand looks beautiful, but it's going to be till the middle of February till she's able to help. So really half of my time is not even in my own home. I'm not at home for half of my time, and Patty and I have been also helping out a little bit with Marty. So we've had a lot on our plate. I also have 5 grandchildren in town, 3 out of town, and kids. So my spouse, of course. So I've been super busy, but I wanted to come on here and say hey to you guys. I've had so many things I want to talk to you about. I just haven't had an opportunity to do so. So I thought I'd take some time today to say hello. I see 3 of you on here. Who's on here this morning? Who's on here with me? 5 of you, yay. Peach tea, yummy. All right, there's 5 on here. And today, oh, Angie Lee, hi. And Susie Q, hey. It has been a long time, Angie Lee. And Wendy Mader from Wisconsin, hi Wendy. Angie saying cat. Tamara Russell Shartaki, hi, good morning. And Shelly, good morning. And Dana Damas, hi. How is everybody? Erica B is waving. Oh, it's so great to hear from you on the other end. I'm lonely for you guys too. You know, this is my passion, to share with you and help you have a better life. And I do have to say that so many people, hi Nicole, oh, thanks Wendy. Lash Love, oh my goodness, welcome back. And Lena Perez and Barbara Inskeep. And Lash Love says good morning, and Melissa Drigger says cat. You guys. But I have a passion for sharing with you guys and helping you, and I've had so many women come and tell me how much it's changed their life. They've been following me for 1 or 2 years. Lynn Shear, so good to see you. Nancy, happy Thanksgiving. And Lash Love says, miss you. I thought you would never do a live again. Regina, hi Regina. Oop, Melissa said, hang on. Melissa's down at the River Carlisle. Gave me a smile. Good morning from California. This is from Catherine Gross. It's my first time catching you live, and I love your program. Thank you, Catherine. Welcome. Sharon Bowman, good to see you. Dana says she loves me. And Wendy says, praying for you as you have had such a big schedule shift taking care of your parents. Well, I have been taking care of my parents since I retired. And I retired at age 62. I'm 65. So I've been doing it for 3 years, plus off and on a little before that too. But since then, I've been doing it full time, but sharing it. So it hasn't been as hard, but this has been a little harder with one of the sisters out sick 2 in a row. Laura says, you've missed our live talks. Aw. Ron and Sherry Cook, hi, so good to see you. Sherry from Michigan, hi Sherry. Pat says, good morning from North Dakota. All right, so we only have 44 on this time because nobody knows I'm still alive. Well, the 45 of you do. There's 45 now, and I really appreciate you coming in. Hi, Micah. Aw. So let's talk about Thanksgiving. You ready to talk about that? And the beauty within. And for those of you who don't live in the United States and aren't going to have a Thanksgiving, well, you can talk about the beauty within. So we'll talk about both of those things. Let me just say a few more hays because it's been so long. Jamise Toyer, Alabama, roll tide, baby. It was scary this weekend. Good morning, Kat. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, good morning from Canada. Now you guys have a Thanksgiving before ours or after? I can't remember, but it's not too far off. I think it's before. Melissa Driggers, I was just thinking of you this morning and how I needed a live from you to motivate me. And Amanda Wood said, happy holiday week. Okay, thank you everyone. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to talk about The beauty within and Thanksgiving. So first, let's talk about the beauty within. You know how I tell you all the time, you are beautiful. And if you're my patrons on there, I tell you to be beautiful. Well, let me tell you what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about the beauty within, when I'm talking about being beautiful, I mean the beauty within. And it's a way of being. It's a way of being. And it's taking the very best care you can of yourself and your family. That is being beautiful on the inside. So, you know, whether you have a crooked nose or straight teeth or big ears, that is immaterial. You are gorgeous. You just have to take care of yourself. So when you've had a good, healthy diet, your skin glows, and you've been drinking enough water, you've been getting enough sleep, taking care of yourself, loving yourself, that's going to make you beautiful on the inside, and it's going to show on the outside, and you're going to be the best version of yourself. But the other thing is, you know, let's enhance what we do have. So make sure you're using moisturizer on your skin. Moisturizer is not oil. So if you have oily skin, don't think you don't need moisturizer. Moisture is moisture and oil is oil. You need a good moisturizer. And you need to clean your skin every day. And you know what? Apply a little makeup just for you. If you're willing to wear it, wear just a little. You don't have to wear a lot. Just put a little stuff on, you know, a little bit of whatever you're comfortable with. But whatever, put earrings, put this little necklace says Inspire. I think of Nikki, inspired by Nikki every time I put it on. It says Inspire. You know, fix your hair. It doesn't have to be gorgeous. Obviously, look at mine. You know, it's not gorgeous, but it's okay. It's brushed, you know, and I try to do the best I can with it. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to be beautiful by taking the very best care you can of yourself, especially during hectic times like in the United States when we have Thanksgiving, and maybe you've taken it all on because you're a sidetracked home executive type person, and that's our personality. Oh no, you don't need to bring in anything, I'll do it all, and then you're out of your mind. So let's talk about Thanksgiving now, or anything that you might have committed to, and see how we can make it easier next time and how we can do what we can do with what we have to do this time. So first, if people are coming to your home and your home is a mess, then, thank you, Melissa, you're very sweet. And you're going to have people in your home where you need a clean toilet and a clean sink, so your bathroom needs to be cleaned. And they need to sit in the living room after they eat, so the living room or wherever you're going to gather needs to be clean. And the kitchen needs to be clean. Those 3 rooms. So you can do crisis cleaning. And that is simply, you have to use a timer, and you remember that you're going to be organized by staying on task. So this is like a job that you're going to be doing. Hi, Suburban Hillbilly. I haven't talked to you in forever. So we're going to do crisis cleaning like this. You're going to start in the kitchen. If your kitchen is a mess, I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping you're following my instructions every single day, but if that happened or somehow it slid back, you know, because you're only human, perfectionism is not a fun way to be. Life is beautiful. You don't have to be perfect to have a beautiful life. Okay, so if you did slide a little bit, that's okay. So we're going to get the dishes washed or put in the dishwasher and run it maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times, but that's where you're going to start. You're going to wipe. Hi, Deb Cruz. Love you, baby. We're going to wipe the counters off. We're going to sweep and mop the floor. We're going to wipe. If you have like white cabinets and they've got nastiness on it, you don't want to feed people out of that kitchen. They'll think you're nasty. Wipe it off. Clean your stove. If you're going to cook a turkey in there, you certainly don't want it smoking with grease on Thanksgiving Day, so clean your stove. Clean the top of the stove off. Make room in the refrigerator. That's probably the #1 thing people forget about. It's probably time. Today is Monday and Thanksgiving is Thursday, so depending on the instructions on your frozen turkey, make sure you look today. If you don't have a turkey yet, you better get it if you're making a turkey. But turn it over and see how long it says to thaw it out in the refrigerator. I think it might be even as early as today. But you're going to have to make room for the turkey in your fridge. So get rid of all the old pickle jars and all those things. Hi, Anastasia. And all the old stuff that you don't need. How long has that yogurt actually been in the refrigerator? Have you looked at the expiration date on the milk lately? Let's get all this junk out. Dump it down the sink, rinse it out, put it in the recycles or whatever you do with it. Get it out. Then give it a wipe down. Look in your freezer too. Remember, after that turkey is cooked And after all those casseroles are baked and all those rolls and all those other things, you're going to have leftovers. Hopefully you remember to go to the dollar store and buy dollar store containers to send people home with food. But you're going to have leftovers still. So make sure there's room in that refrigerator when the day is over. Everything, or after you've served the meal, the food can go in there. And you don't forget about your pies and all those things. So you need to make some room, especially if you just have one refrigerator like most of us. All right, so back to the crisis cleaning. You're going to start in the kitchen. You're going to set the timer. You're going to put on some good music. You're going to be in comfy clothes, good shoes if you need support on your feet, and you're going to rock it for 15 minutes. When the timer goes off, you're going to move from the kitchen to the living room, and you're going to do the same thing in there for 15 minutes. If it's decluttering, it's decluttering. Picking up, putting things away, folding things, getting things that don't belong in that room out of that room. This is what you're going to do. When the 15 minutes goes off, you're going straight to the bathroom. You're going to pick up all the clothes off the floor. You're going to hang up the clean towels. You're going to get the dirty towels out of there. You're going to make sure that you have a soap dispenser full of soap for your guests, that the sink is clean, that the toilet is clean, that the floor doesn't have hair on it, that you've mopped it up, especially if you have little boys. You know what I mean. Okay, when the 15 minutes goes, you're going to stop. You're going to sit down with a cup of tea or a glass of tea or whatever for 15 minutes, set your timer, and you're going to recuperate and refresh yourself. When the timer goes off, back to the kitchen for 15 minutes. When it's done, when the kitchen timer goes off, back to the living room. When the living room timer goes off, back to the bathroom. When the bathroom timer goes off, back to the seat, and relax for 15 minutes with your feet up. You're going to do round 3 after this. So you're going to do the same thing again. Now, by round 3, the bathroom is clean. Don't do the bathroom. Just concentrate on the 2 rooms. And don't take a break till the third 15-minute session. Does that make sense? So that's what you're going to do to get these places clean. Now, don't forget to vacuum. Do like a weekly home blessing hour in there. So you're going to vacuum, dust, wipe the counters in the kitchen, mop the bathroom. You're going to do those things besides your daily routines. Okay, so start today. If you haven't been doing your daily routines, get them out and start looking at them and say, you know what? I'm not even dressed. Let me start where I have to start. I'm going to start with my bed. You know, I don't know if you've heard, everybody's probably heard the officer in the Navy who gave a speech somewhere at some point about making your bed. And he said it's the first job. And you do that in the morning, and then if you didn't accomplish anything all day long, at least when you go back to your bed, you know you accomplished that because your bed is made. So it makes you feel accomplished. So I want you to start in your bedroom, make your bed. Yeah, I know your sheets probably need to be washed. Too bad, you don't have time for that right now. Make your bed. Now go in the bathroom, wash your face, brush your teeth, comb your hair, put on your moisturizer, put a little makeup on, put a little jewelry on, put your clothes on, take your pajamas and put them in the dirty clothes if they're dirty. Fold them up and put them away, or hang them up if they're clean. Then go into the kitchen and empty that dishwasher or those. Oh, hello, Nanny Dubois. How are you? From France. So you're going, bonjour, that's what I was trying to think of saying, bonjour. So you're going to go in the kitchen and you're going to put your dishes away from wherever they are. If they're in the, sorry, I have hair. If they are in the dishwasher, or if they're in the dish rack, then put those away. Now you have an empty place to put the dirty dishes, right? And next you're going to make breakfast. Well, if it's lunchtime, you're going to make lunch, but where I am, it's lunchtime. But if it's early, you're going to make yourself some breakfast. And then you're going to put your kids through their morning routine, which includes making their bed, washing their face, brushing their teeth, washing their hands and face. After they brush their teeth, making sure they wipe the sink out, and that means just with water in their hand, get the toothpaste out of the sink. Hang their towel up and make sure they leave that bathroom the way they found it. Your job is to inspect what you expect. Then have them come to the kitchen and eat some breakfast. All right? That will start your day off great. And then you're going to do that 15 minutes crisis cleaning in those 3 rooms, and then keep it that way by doing 3 clutter checks a day. I know this sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's not. It sounds like a lot because you haven't been doing it regularly and you're in a bad habit, and your little lazy internal child doesn't want to do it. She wants to play and just hope it just turns out like magically you're going to have a beautiful, beautiful home for Thanksgiving. Well, that's not going to happen. You have to put some elbow grease into it. All right, now let's talk about the Thanksgiving menu and how you're going to do that. So the first thing I recommend is a spiral notebook. You know how I love my spiral notebooks. This one is for, I know it's backwards, probably November. I have one for every month. And you're going to, first of all, write down your menu. What is your main meal, main protein? Are you having turkey? Are you having roast? Are you having ham? Are you having both? Are you getting it smoked? Are you buying it fresh? Do you have to defrost it? You know, write down the information about your protein. And then your sides. You know, the typical Thanksgiving dinner is turkey, dressing, mashed potatoes, gravy, some green bean casserole, everybody loves those, some kind of sweet potato, maybe corn, rolls, something to drink, iced tea in the South. Some people drink pop or soda. Some people have wine, water, coffee, whatever. You plan what you're going to drink and what's for dessert. And is there a salad? Do you have a fruit salad? Are you having any kind of salad? Is salad too much because you're doing too much? Okay, now, if you've asked people to bring food, write down who said they were bringing what, call them and inspect what you expect. Make sure they're really going to bring the mashed potatoes or the dressing or the gravy or whatever they promised to bring. Because if not, you're not going to be having that on Thanksgiving Day. Okay? So make sure that's your job. You're the CEO of Thanksgiving. Now, once you've got your menu, do you have everything you need to make these things? Do you have everything? You know, I just picked up my groceries for Thanksgiving. I'm bringing 3 covered dishes to my daughter's house because Thanksgiving Day I will be with my parents, and I'm going to put them in the car with their walkers and bring them to my daughter's house. So I'm giving her 3 casseroles. Well, not really. I'm making a pan of dressing, sweet potato souffle, and something we call veg all casserole. Sounds gross, but it's good. So I'm making that, and then she's getting everything else, and my other daughter. So I don't have to have one of these, but I still had to buy everything I needed to make that, and guess what? They didn't have any pecans at the grocery store. So I'm going to have to go to another grocery store, because I do the pickup from Walmart. But I have to go to another grocery store and see if I can find some pecans, because half of my sweet potato souffle will have pecan and brown sugar crumble on the top. The other half will have marshmallows for those of us who have nut allergies. So next is make a schedule. That is, how long is it going to take to roast your turkey, and what degree are you cooking it on? So work it out on a piece of scrap paper. Work it out in here. This is what this is, all scrap paper. So you're going to turn the page and work out when. Let's see, I have to cook the turkey for 3 hours or whatever. And it has to cook at whatever degree. You know, some people have different things. They cook it really low all night long. Some people cook it a little faster. Some people cover them. Some people baste them. Some people don't cover them. It doesn't matter. They'll all work. Just pick something and do it. So make your turkey, but you've got to figure out when it goes in the oven and what temperature. And if you only have one oven, when am I going to make my sides? Can I put them in with the turkey? Can I prepare a lot of it the day before? Like I can make those 3 casseroles the day before, put them in the refrigerator. Then my daughter will just stick them in. She does have 2 ovens, but she'll stick them in the oven to cook that morning while her turkey is baking. So you can do the same thing. What can you cook in advance? And what can you know, don't forget that if you're going to do crescent rolls, that you have to roll them up, so you have to have time to do that. They're not hard, but still. And do you have the things to keep things from sticking to the pans? Do you have the right pans? So assign the pans that you're going to use. Just use a sticky and kind of do a dry run. Okay, my turkey's going in here. Put turkey in that. This is going to be where my dressing cooks. This is going to be my casserole. This is going to be my other corn casserole. This is going to be my cranberry salad or my cranberry jelly or whatever. Just get all the different things that you're either going to bake and or place to serve your food. Now, are you going to serve buffet style from the sideboard in your kitchen? Are you going to put it on the table family style? Like the Norman Rockwell, please don't try to carve the turkey at the table. That's a big old mess. Don't worry about presentation being like Norman Rockwell. Have your husband or somebody or you slice it in the kitchen. and then bring it out. But you can also just serve right from the pots. You know, when we have a big family gathering, we put, like I'm carrying disposable metal, aluminum pans to my daughter's house that are going to go on her kitchen island. And then mashed potatoes will stay in the pot on the stove. And something else will stay in the turkey will just be on the stove. And what we'll do is just go serve ourselves. It won't be gorgeous, but the table is what matters, and the who's around it is what matters. So figure out how you're going to serve, and then figure out the schedule. And I think that's the most important. So if you can say, okay, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to boil the neck and make giblet gravy. I'm going to start my, just make my broth so I can make my gravy if you're going to do that. You're right, Suburban Hillbilly. Nobody remembers it by Saturday anyway. But you make your schedule that says at 8 o'clock I do this, at 8:15 I do this, at 9 o'clock I do this. I have a break from 10 to 10:30. We have to have breakfast sometime. Don't forget about that. Maybe you can make a breakfast casserole Wednesday night to put in the oven Thursday morning so that everybody can have a breakfast casserole, and you can get them out of the kitchen so you can get your work done. Or you can have help. It depends on your personality. But basically, that's what's always saved me, is to have that schedule that says, okay, I get a break from here to here. And I don't overestimate and I don't underestimate, because I've done it for many years. However, you might over or underestimate. So make sure that you have spots, places that you don't have to do anything in case you do run over. Try to be focused and efficient. Remember, if you're efficient, you will save so much time. A soapy water in the sink to clean up as you go. Wipe the counters as you go. Not lots of nice towels to dry things with. Make sure you have clean hot mats, so you can pick things up that are hot, and places to place them, either on hot mats or folded towels or trivets or whatever. You've got to have places to do all this. Serving spoons. So think of all of that in this wonderful dance called Thanksgiving Day. And you know what? It's really not as hard as it sounds. It's actually quite easy if you have a schedule and you know exactly what you're doing. All right, so that's it for today, for me talking about preparing for Thanksgiving, what you're going to do, and how to remain beautiful while you're doing it by taking the very best care of yourself as you can. Like I said, if you need some shoes to support your feet so your back doesn't hurt, fine. If you want to protect your clothing with an apron, great idea. So preparing and having everything ready to go will make a huge, huge difference. All right, I am open for questions, comments, and concerns, and I'm excited to see what your feedback is. I may have missed a couple of comments along the way, and I apologize. What are your comments and concerns? I know it takes a minute for your questions to come up. Okay, Melissa says, thanks, that was so inspiring and helpful. Great, Melissa. Do you make Thanksgiving dinner for your family? Nancy says, aloha, enjoying this beautiful holiday. Thanks for the reminders. Nancy is one of my fly babies, and she is in Hawaii. She's having fun with her hubby. I hope you have a wonderful time, Nancy. Okay, who else? Micah says, Micah people, great tips. I forgot about creating a schedule for the day. Oh, yeah. Melissa Driggers, I do, but my daughters help. That's excellent. Stacy Terry says, are you still working on your book? Happy Thanksgiving to your family and love you. Oh, you're so sweet. I have a book in mind. I've started it. I haven't worked on it in ages since my first sister got sick. When you just have half time at home, it's not as much, because I also work doing these videos for you guys, so it leaves very little time for me to do anything else. But I will. It won't be long. February, I'll be able to start writing again. Thank you for asking. IDEFFIX_Cat22. I'm just going to call you Cat22. Says, thank you, Cat. You're welcome. She gave me some hearts. Okay. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, love the idea of writing out a schedule. I'll do that for Christmas. That should keep me from panicky moments. Absolutely. It will absolutely help you. Isaac Clark. Okay. What else? Larry, this is not a political platform, so we're not going to talk about our president. Thank you. Catherine Gross, great tips to label pots. I will be cooking a few dishes at my mother's house, so I'll be sure to bring those. Good. Okay. Schedule is the bomb. That's right, Melissa. It is. It makes all the difference. And even for, experienced homemaker like myself and a Flylady, I have to do it. If I did a full-on dinner, I'd have to have a schedule. Lisa Gilbertson, thank you. Love setting out all dishes with sticky notes of what goes where. Yeah, it makes a big difference. This is Melissa. I have mine from last year and it's helped so much this year. That's right, it has. Debbie Heckle, I keep my schedule in Google Calendar so it's there year after year. Excellent. And you know, Flylady originally had, remember we had the what do we call it? It's our book where we kept everything, and in there, there's a holiday edition, so you can keep all the things you like to serve and all that in your book. Can anybody think of what that's called? Isn't that terrible? I can't even think of what it's called because now I like the planner so much. Anastasia, any tips of us traveling 3 places in 4 days? Sure, I'll talk about that in just a second, Anastasia. Thank you, Kat. Who's saying this? Lynn Shear, I appreciate you so much. Looking forward to getting your book. Oh, honey, it'll be a while. Nancy said, we sincerely appreciate your daily updates. Good idea about crisis cleaning as an option if needed. Thanks, Nance. Melissa Parker, this was very helpful. My autoimmune brain fog really makes it difficult to organize. Absolutely. Brain fog. And not just autoimmune brain fog. We have pregnancy brain fog, new mama brain fog, exhausted brain fog. Control journal, Nancy. Thank you. And somebody else answered it too. Who else was that? PhD in Me TV. Yes. Thank you. Holiday control journal. Thank you, Maria Coleman. You guys are sweet. Suburban Hillbilly, I'm starting over. I've lost 3 senior dogs and my aunt that helped raise me in the last several months. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. But you know what? The wonderful thing about every day is that we can start over every day. Every day is a brand new day. And you know what? It comes with new promises and new experiences. And even though those other people and dogs won't be sharing in that, it's still glorious. It is. And you just remember and cherish your memories and create new ones. Okay? I think I skipped somebody. I see Maria Coleman. Debbie said holiday journal. Pat Fisher said holiday journal. You guys are awesome. Maria Coleman, and she has the Cruising Through the Holidays one right now. It's great. Yes. And I have Cruising Through the Holidays myself. If you go back and look in the playlists, I have short hair. It was like 2 years ago, but you can use that Cruising Through the Holidays as well. Okay. Melissa, I printed out the holiday planning guide and can't find it. Well, it's there. You can just go back to flylady.net and find it. It's right there. And Suburban says she's trying. Okay, and I know you are, baby. And you can. You're going to be able to do it. Okay, now Lynn Shear, you asked about, was it Lynn Shear who asked about traveling? Let's see. I think it was. No, it wasn't. It was Anastasia Henry. So when you're traveling, I'm assuming that you won't be cooking. I may be making a wrong assumption. I'm sure you'll let me know. But just remember to pack less than you think you need and coordinate your clothes so that you can make different outfits with fewer things. And it depends on who you are and what's in your life, how many kids you have, what's going on. Here's my girl, Kimmy is here. She did a great video on Thanksgiving. And I was just telling them about Thanksgiving, Kimmy. You inspired me. So Kimmy has great videos. Go watch her. She's in her apron. She does her Friendsgiving first and then does the family Thanksgiving. She's insane, but I love her very much. But I recommend you watch her. She's got some great videos. Anastasia says, I'm taking casseroles and 2 preschoolers. Okay. Well, bring things for the preschoolers to stay entertained with, or if you're traveling by car or plane or however you're traveling. And the casseroles, you might, if you're in a car and you're going far, I recommend you freeze them so they'll thaw on the way there. I've done that before. I've traveled 12 hours and brought the entire meal with me and made it at my mother-in-law's home, who was handicapped before, and we had to figure out what needed to stay frozen, what could be in an ice chest, etc. So you just have to coordinate it and make yourself a schedule, and that's going to make all the difference. Okay, and good luck. You'll have fun. It'll be a memorable holiday. Catherine says, I love Kimmy. She inspires me to get an apron. I know, we love our Kimmy. Shelley says, this is helpful even though I'm not hosting Thanksgiving, but I am making some things to take to dinner. I'm attending 2 dinners, so it'll be hectic. Scheduling my day will help a lot. Yes, it will. 2 dinners, y'all. Suburban Hillbilly subscribed to Kimmy. Lash Love, my pet peeve is when you are hosting Thanksgiving and people don't tell you that they need to use your oven or need to borrow your serving dishes. If you let me know, I can prepare ahead of time. That's why you have to ask them, are you going to need to use my serving dishes or my oven? Because I have a schedule and I'll need to know when to put your stuff in when you come over. And make sure I have enough serving spoons, etc. Or I'm going to ask you to bring something. My pet peeve is when people don't show up or they don't bring what they said they were going to bring. That's my pet peeve. Okay, let's see. Oh, Crystal's saying, Anastasia, Crystal Blankenship is telling you to get snacks for your preschoolers and take deep breaths. That really helped when her girls were little. Michelle Kennedy, love she's in her apron videos too. Anastasia says freezing is genius. Nairobi Martinez said this is mega epic. I'm so excited to see Kat and Kimmy in the chat room. How cool is that? Kimmy, we love our Kimmy. I miss you, Kimmy. I haven't talked to you in person in a long time. Hollins Winder, happy Thanksgiving to all. Thank you, Hollins. Micah says, I needed this after the loss of our pregnancy in October. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I've been out of my routines, and so I'll be crisis cleaning, but you let me know how I can do this. I'm glad. I'm glad it's helping, Micah. Lucy Elliott, hello from northern Maine. Lots of snow up here. Oh, I have a friend in Maine. She lives in Sydney, Maine, and she's been showing us the pictures. Thank you, Kat. You're welcome. Stay warm. Jackie and Co. loves Kimmy. Okay, guys, it's been over 30 minutes. I'm planning on doing another one of these tomorrow, so please come and join. I'm sure I don't know what time. Today and tomorrow I'm going to be making videos for the next 5 days, and I make these videos. I make, I have something to tell you too. I make my, I make my Weight Watcher video. On Wednesdays I weigh in. I've lost 38 pounds, y'all. I'm so happy. And then I also make my Patreon videos. So I have quite a few videos to make. I need to make 10, 11 videos, plus Patreon and review. But I'm going to put, at the request of one of my Patreons, I'm going to put one of my Patreon videos out on YouTube so you can see for yourself the kind of videos that I put up. And so I'm going to put that out. It's probably going to go up tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. Eastern time. Mr. B is on here. Mr. B, can you pop on and say hey, or are you listening? Got people been asking about him. Yippee about your weight reduction. Thanks, Nancy. Melissa Driggers, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you. You look great with the weight loss and your hair. You're so sweet. All right, guys. I guess Mr. B's not going to put a note up, or maybe it takes him a minute. Mr. B, are you there? He's supposed to be monitoring. Happy Thanksgiving, Mr. B. Ron and Sherry Cook. Oh, I sure hope you're on tomorrow. I love the dailies, of course, but live is such a great blessing. It's my plan to be on tomorrow. There's Mr. B, everybody. He's here. I just wanted you to see him. I love him so much. He's so cute. Okay, everyone, I love you very much. I really enjoyed interacting with you. I really am excited about being able to do another live for you. And the reason I'm able to do lives is that my sister Patty and I are extending our stay at my parents' to 4 days on, 4 days off. So it gives me an extra day at home, gives me a little time to recoup and have a little more time. So hopefully I'm going to be able to start doing a live like every 8 days or so for you guys. His grace is sufficient. Hi, so glad you're here, and thank you for recommending my channel. All right, love everybody. Mwah. Have a wonderful day, and always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.